Lots of changes have occurred in the past several months since the fall. So here we are approaching summer, or in summer, I guess. So the things that have changed since the last time I was interviewed. Hi, I'm Tina Tomlin. No, I'm kidding. The changes that have occurred since you've last interviewed me. I've turned 40. Oh. I am the mother of 2 children. The legal mother of 2 children. Yay! Last Tuesday, a week ago, because today's Tuesday, it was a week ago, we went to the courthouse in Lone Oak, and it became official. You know, there was actually no gavel, but I'll just say, you know, the judge pounded her gavel and said, that's it, you're a family. Not quite that easy. She didn't really want my church family in the courtroom. Oops. But we're like, come on. So she allowed some of the church family to come in, as well as my own family who had driven in from Arizona, and just asked questions. The caseworker went up on the stand. I went up on the stand. She asked me how the kids have, you know, done in school, behavior, things like that. Actually, the attorney had asked, and so I answered the questions. And the children has given their consent to be adopted by no coercion of me. They actually signed it on their own. And then it became official that afternoon on June 7th, 2011 at 10:30 a.m. And so those are the changes that have occurred. So it's Chelsea and Phoenix. And so many people in the church have met them because they just run around like they own the place. And I'm always chasing after them, especially Phoenix. So a lot of people know them, and a lot of people through me, through God, have adopted them as well. You know, so they have completely felt like they're part of this church family from the very first day.
How old are they?
Chelsea is 13, and Phoenix turned 11 2 days after he moved into the house. So an 11-year-old and a 13-year-old. So imagine going from a single person with just dogs, who I spoil, to having 2 dogs, 2 children, 13 and 11, and then a 3rd dog. So there's 6 of us, and we try to pile up on this couch and watch ghost stories every Friday night. So as you can imagine, it gets kind of crowded in here, and it's dirty all the time. And I'm just now, you know, I'm completely empathetic to single moms, parents, whoever, you know, just say, oh, my house is dirty. And I try, and I'm like, yes, I really do try. Believe it or not, I really try.
You know, I asked you if you were ready for the chaos.
What was I thinking when I said I'm ready for the chaos? At that time, I was completely naive to the word chaos, let me tell you, because the word chaos has a new definition for me. I was not even ready. You know, like some dum-dum, I had this romance novel idea of, oh, I'm ready for the chaos. Oh, let's just hug everyone. Unicorns and butterflies and rainbows. Oh, bring on the kids. Okay, that's a person who is single, who has never had children, who works in the toddler room twice a month. That's what that was a year ago, okay? In these past 6 months, I have probably experienced the darkest time of my life. One of the darkest times of my life. It is not easy. It is not easy by any means. Is it easy? It's not easy. I know it's not easy being a parent. It's not easy being a single parent. It's not easy being a parent to adoptive children. It's just not easy. And I understand those words now. It's like a country song. I understand it a little bit more. You know what I mean? And so I have had a really dark time. And thanks to my church family and my own family, of course. Please don't think that I'm discounting my own family. But talking specifically about my church family, I saw the hands and feet of Jesus. I saw what it looks like to be a Christian. I had people help me when I felt like I least deserved it. Because there was a time that I had to put on a brave face. And I would go to church on Sunday and put on a brave face. People would call and I'd put on a brave face. The kids would come home from school, I'd put on a brave face. But inside I was screaming. I felt despair. I didn't feel hopeless, but I felt helpless. And some people from the church got together and helped me. and they literally lifted me up. I mean, literally. I may have even been on my knees, and they lifted me up. And it's been a roller coaster, and with the ebbs and flows of everyday life being magnified, what I felt like times 100, they got me through it. And so today, here we are, very happily a family with all of our screaming matches and all of our gross jokes. I won't repeat any of them, but we have a lot of gross jokes, especially at dinner time. I don't know how that happens. But we're a family. And so I know the true meaning of family. I know the true meaning of chaos. And I really honestly felt like Jesus came down and said, come on, girl, we got this. I think they probably did know that. I think the kids knew that there were days that I was just like, this is too much. Because I'm pretty sure I yelled, this is too much. I don't filter myself. Phoenix and I are so much the same. We just, we just vomit words like Tourette's or something. And so I don't hide things from the kids. I don't hide things from them because at 11 and 13, in these past 7 months that we've been living together, I've had to cram in a bunch of life for the years that I missed out on them, and so I had to quickly develop that trust relationship. And if I hid anything, that wouldn't develop trust. They wouldn't trust me. Of course, I don't, I'm not mean about it, but I am honest. I am honest with them because I want them to be honest with me, because we have a lot of time to make up for.
Always because of them.
No, you know what I think it was? I think it was everything. And I don't know if having children will do the same thing, because I can only speak to adopting children, but everything that I've had was brought up in the process of trying to develop these relationships with these kids.
Hurts, habits, and hang-ups.
My hurts, habits, and hang-ups, they all surfaced. And unfortunately, they surfaced with kids in the house, and I hate that for them. But I think the good thing about me going through all the steps that I had to take to adjust and all the steps they had to take to adjust is that they realize people are people. We're human. And if we just pray and we trust in God, He will get us through it. It's okay to be hurt about something. It's okay to have a hang up. Just trust in God, and He'll take care of it. And they've seen that. They have seen that firsthand. I have experienced joy. When I look out the back window and I see the dogs and the kids laughing and carrying on and wrestling in the dirt and in the mud, and I can see all 5 of them coming towards the door, and I'm like, please don't come in this house. And they're laughing and carrying on and stumbling over each other. That's joy. That's pure joy. And I have experienced that, yeah. So I've had ups and downs in these past 6 months.